WSI. In today's video, we're going to address some fixes that you can do to your rod rotator while it's still on the well. A lot of times in the field we've come across where rod rotators are not turning, and the first instinct is to pull it off and put a new one, where in fact there are some fixes you can do while on the well before you incur that expense. So we're going to take a look. The first thing is, when you get to location, watch your clamp and see if the bolts are turning, or you can mark the cap and the body on your rotator or your polish rod and watch it for a little while to see if it's turning. If in fact it is not turning, look at your beam clamp. Make sure it hasn't broken somewhere. Make sure that your spring is not stretched out too far, that it isn't helping it pull, and make sure it's in good shape. Once you think that's okay, you want to go to your cable. Make sure your cable is intact, that it's connected from your clamp to your rod rotator, and there's no breaking or slipping here. Once you decide that that's good, the next thing you want to look at is the O-ring that is underneath the cap. It is up underneath here. Sometimes this O-ring can break, it can swell. So what you would need to do is take your pick and pull your O-ring out and make sure you have every piece, otherwise the cap could stay locked down. If this doesn't fix it, and you have a ratchet pawl style rod rotator, the next thing you want to look at are your ratchet pawls. So you'll take your actuator body off, and you've got your ratchet pawls in here. And you want to make sure that these haven't rounded, they haven't broke, springs haven't broke, and make sure these are in good shape. You want to look into your actuator body, and all of your notches in here, you want to make sure those haven't rounded off or if they've broken. If they have, or if your ratchet pawl has, we suggest you replace both pieces. You want to look at your shaft. Make sure that this hasn't split, hasn't broken, bent, or anything on that nature. If this side is good, you want to do the exact same thing on your backstop nut and inspect it the same way you did your actuator body. Now, if you have a 4033 Pro Torque, we've gone through the O-ring. Now we're going to look at bearings. You're going to pull your actuator body off. Make sure that your bearing is in good working order, meaning it rolls one direction, locks in the other one. Take a look at your keyways and your shaft. Make sure they're in good working order. Once it's done, you want to do the same thing on your backstop nut. Inspect it the exact same way as you did your actuator body. Now those are some fixes that you can do to your rod rotators while the rod rotator is still on the well. For any further questions, or if you would like a training for yourself or your organization, at the end of this video, there will be a link where you can contact WSI to schedule your training. And remember, work smart, stay safe, and make your connection with WSI.